Hello once again. I'm back for some more Deadpool boosters opening, and yes, this is part 3. So hopefully we can emulate the success of the last video and get another super rare. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and visit part 2, and it does get interesting towards the end of the video. So we've got two blind owls to start with on this pack. So we've got the common, which we've seen previously. When blind owl is dealt combat damage, deal 1 damage to target opponent. That's the common version. Okay. And then I've got the rare blind owl fought alongside Captain America. 4 costs Mars character. If you have taken 4 or more combat damage in a turn, you may immediately purchase 1 blind owl for 3 less. Okay, well that's quite interesting. Blind owl does not need to be active, so you could buy her for 1 mask if you take 4 or more combat damage in a turn. So the stats are okay. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 4, 1, 2, 5. Quite a nice defense on her top level, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure how useful that would really be. So, but we'll pop her there just for. It's nice getting a cheap character, but the stats aren't massively great. Okay, we've got another X23 and we've got another Phantom X. So we've got the common this time, which is Misdirection. When fielded, you may spin down target opposing non-villain character die. If you do, the Phantom X character die you fielded gets +1 attack and +1 defense. Okay, so you're spinning their stuff down and giving him a buff as well, which is quite nice. He's got nice stats, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Could be useful. X23 common, I think we've been through that one before. As I say, these videos really do speed up if there's the commentary, if you can remember which ones you've actually done, of course. Okay, so we've got another common Agent Carter. Yeah, we've read that one through. And then we've got the uncommon multiple man, Jamie Madrox. Okay, so he's a 3 cost mask X-Men character. He has Swarm, so whilst he is active, if you draw another one of his die during your clear and draw step, you may draw and roll another one. It's one of my favourite ramp and churn mechanics is Swarm. It's very useful. I played with this one just last night actually. So when fielded, you may move any number of multiple man dice from your use pile to your bag. So if you happen to be able to buy a few of them at the right time and field him, then you can almost guarantee a nice big swarm the next turn. Very useful. Yep. Not as good as the super rare mind, because who doesn't like a max 6 dice? And he is cheaper on the super rare, but this one's good. So we've got Colossus, Rigid Morals, 6 cost X-Men affiliation, back for more, deal 1 damage to all characters and players. I think we've been through that. Oh no, so the other one was to all level 1 characters, so this is just a base, deal 1 damage to all character dice and players. Yeah, it's expensive, but it's quite fun. Again, takes out psychics, does a bit of damage to everyone. It's not a bad card. And then we got another Domino, Luck Be a Lady. So she's a 3 cost shield Deadpool. If you have at least 1 Deadpool character die in your prep area, Domino may block up to 2 character dice. I would say very situational, but if you're running a Deadpool only team, then there is a chance that there might be something in the. So if you're attacking with some stuff with small defense, it goes into your prep. Then the next turn she can block up to 2 character dice. Quite useful, and then you can obviously roll her again the following turn because she'll almost certainly be KO'd. Oh, actually do need that one, so that one's going over here. Right, okay. Got another common black bolt, which we've been, and a common lockjaw. Okay, he's a fiercely loyal 4-cost shield inhuman. While Lockjaw is active, before your opponent's clear and draw step, name a non-psychic die. If your opponent draws that die, deal 2 damage to all of that opponent's character dice, and each of your Lockjaw dice get +2 attack. That's nice. I think the other one is possibly better, but that one's quite fun as well, just to mess with your other mess with the opponent. I think gaining the buff on your own turn is probably slightly more advantageous than gaining the buff on your opponent's turn. Although if you deal 2 damage to them and they still want to attack with stuff, then you're more likely to be able to knock them out. So, okay, we've got Outlaw, we've had that one. So we've got Stepford Cuckoo's Phoebe, 3-cost mask, X-Men affiliation. When Stepford Cuckoos deal combat damage to an opponent, deal 1 damage to that opponent if they have 2 or more dice in their prep area. Again, so that's reasonably situational. But I suppose you can just not attack with her and attack at the right time. Not really sure on that one. I don't think I'd play that too often. But saying that, the attacks are low, so you might get them letting stuff through. Right, so we've got common Angela, which we've had. Miguel O'Hara, what the shock. Uncommon. So we've got 5-cost Fist, Spider-Man ally. When fielded, all players sacrifice 1 character die. Ooh. That could be useful if it was a multiple man, if you've got 2 of those in the field. Oh, hold on. No, we're okay for now. Yeah, so sacrificed characters go straight to the used pile. They're not KO'd like the other ones are. That's not a bad one, really, actually. I mean, for 5 cost, but again, the stats are pretty decent. So, and you could sacrifice a psychic. They might have some no psychics and some good stuff that So it's could work out quite well. Oh, we've got a foil. So we've got a foil Colossus Rigid Morals. So we just had the non-foil version, I believe. Yeah. So, and I do need that one. So that one's going in that pile. Shiklar Demon Bride. Again, I think we've been through this one. Okay. Okay. Flying Car Common. I think we've had that one. Target character die you control gets +3 attack and defense and loses all character abilities. Okay, maybe we haven't had this one. So Flying Car Buckle Up. Target character die you control gets +3 attack and 3 defense and loses all character abilities. Not sure about that. Okay, the buff is nice, but losing the abilities, that's going to be quite situational. But You never know. Okay, so we got Wolverine, Snicked, common, 6 cost, shield, X-Men character. When Wolverine takes damage, you may pay 1 generic energy to move a Deadpool die from your use pile to your prep area. That is very useful. If you could find a way of actually forcing that. I mean, they're probably not gonna. They probably wouldn't let that through with a 4, 6, or 7 attack. So it might be just attack with it. Then it gets defended. He takes damage, and you prep a character. Okay, I just lost. The battery died in my headset just for a second there. Luckily, I have a spare battery. Okay, we've got a lockjaw and a flying car. So we've got okay, we've got lockjaw. We've read that one through, and okay, flying car classic model. Place this die on one of your character cards. When you field that character, all copies of that character get +2 attack. Nice. That would be good for some cheap cards, or even like a multiple man. Okay, that is Crest from the Ministry of Dice messaging me. Oh, this one's not good. It's going to be. Alright, we've got the common Stepford Cuckoo. Oh dear. Okay, that's no good. I do need that satchel, but I might change it out. So Stepford Cuckoo's Mindy. So this is the common version. When fielded, move target character die you control to your prep area. Okay, so that could be a when fielded ability, which is could be quite useful actually. Yeah, that's quite useful. A nice when fielded ability, and then you can then try and field it again, or one of your Deadpool characters, so that it triggers like the domino, or satchel of unlimited weaponry gun. This is the 4 cost bolt. The next action die you purchase this turn costs 2 less. Instead, it costs 3 less. So if you're going for an action-based team, then you can buy them for cheaper. It's not too bad, I suppose. Yeah, let's put that there for now. Okay, we've got another common Angel Dust and an uncommon Mr. Sinister. While Mr. Sinister is active, this is called Gene Splicer. Opposing players may not reroll dice during their roll and reroll steps unless they pay 1 life. I quite like that. I think we've been through that card before, but anything that kind of upsets people rolling their dice is a pain, which is always good. I like that. I like people to have to think about what they want to do. Okay, this is one of the better Electras that I was mentioning the other day, or last time. Greek Tragedy, 3 cost, mask, Thunderbolt character. When Electra is KO'd, you may pay Fist. Oh no, it's not. This is the one we saw before. She gains regenerate but only if you pay for it. Lady Bullseye, attack on 2 fronts. I think we went through this one before as well. Yep, it's a good card. Good card. Brilliant card in draft, I would say. Yeah. Okay, not so many foils in these packs. Hit Monkey. We've seen that one before. Good card. Blind Out. Laxatives in your food. 3-cost mask. When fielded, if you have been dealt damage this turn, deal 1 damage to target opponent. I suppose with the low defense you'd probably be able to cycle it quite easily just by attacking with it. I think that's very situational because you might have to damage yourself to then damage them, I guess. Got a Storm and a Colossus. We've already done Rigid Morals and we've already done Thunderclap. Okay, another Mr. Sinister. Apocalyptic Transformation. Back for more. You may reroll any number of dice in your field. Yeah, I've been through that one. That's a good card. X23. Trigger Scent. 5-cost bolt. If an opponent has 2 or more dice in their prep area, X23 costs 1 less to purchase. That's quite nice. I like that. So effectively it's just a 4-cost if they've prepped. So if they've got that right, so again, it's going to be better in it's going to be better in a draft, I think, than actually constructed. But this one goes over here. Alright, let's grab some more. Oh yeah, 15 minutes. Okay. Okay, 2 minutes. Okay, alright. So we've got motorcycle, Vroom. I think we've been through that one. Oh, and a foil. Evil Deadpool, bang bang bang. Okay. Okay, we've got that one. Okay, so 4-cost bolts. When fielded, deal 2 damage to target opposing level 1 character die or target opposing Deadpool character die. Nice and simple. So we've got another Electro Greek Tragedy. And we've got Agent X, trained by Taskmaster. 5-cost Fist, unaffiliated. When Agent X deals combat damage to an opponent, you may pay 2 life to move Agent X to the prep area rather than the use pile. See, I think if I'm doing 5 or 6 damage, then taking 2 myself to get him back round quicker might be a good ploy, especially if the opponent's got lower health. So that's, yeah, that could work, I think. Yeah, that could work. 5 cost is maybe a bit high, but yeah, I think that's definitely worth. Again, it's a decent draft pick. Okay, 2 Bob Agents of Hydra. We've got Hiding Behind You. We've already read that one. So we've got the H stands for Hopeless, a 3-cost Fist character with obviously with Deadpool affiliation. We've got while Bob, Agent of Hydra, is active, Deadpool character dice cannot be targeted by opposing actions. That could be very useful. I think I still prefer the uncommon one best myself, but yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Right, we have got another Agent X, the common. I'm not, see, as I've said before, I'm not a big fan of paying life to get abilities. Hit Monkey. He's a hitman. Who's a monkey? 4-cost Fist. When blocked, you may pay Fist to assign Hitmonkey's combat damage to the defending player this turn as if he were not blocked, instead of dealing combat damage to blocking character dice. See, that's a really useful ability. Um, so as long as you've got a Fist in your reserve pool when he's attacking, they've got to make the decision that I suppose they would be able to knock him out, but if they block him, they can take the damage anyway, but it's a choice. So that's quite nice. I like that one. Okay. Okay, got a Deadpool and another one of those awesome Modoc dice. Okay, a foil. Deadpool common. Okay. So, I set my rules. We've already been through that one. Deadly is very useful. I like Deadly. Modoc. Most powerful brain alive. I'm pretty sure we've gone through that as well. And let's make this the last one for today. Another Bob Agent Hydra. Buckle up. We've had... Yep, there we go. So here's Bob Agent Hydra. Hydra doesn't offer dental. So the common gives a buff. The rare means it can't be targeted, but I prefer this one, which is while Bob, Agent of Hydra, is active, Deadpool character dice gain fast. So that means that as long as they can knock out the people that are on the other side, none of the characters are going to get knocked out themselves. Really good fun. I like fast. There we go. So that is, shall we, what are we on? 21. Let's go for a few more. Let's go for just a few more. Okay, another Sandy Brandenburg and another Evil Deadpool. Okay, spare parts. I think we've seen that one. Yep. Sandy Brandenburg taking in strays. 3 cost shield. She's an ally. And while Sandy Brandenburg is active, Deadpool gets +1 attack and gains regenerate. Which again, so if you got your deadly one, you can pretty much knock anything out and you got a 50-50 chance of getting him back again. So that is very useful, and she can go on that pile as well. Okay, another Modoc and another motorcycle. Okay, so another common motorcycle and Modoc Twisted Mind. When Modoc attacks, you may spin Modoc to the same level as target opposing character die and spin that opposing die to Modoc's original level. That works well for the first time if you can make him level 3, but his attack stats aren't great, so you might just end up... I suppose though it's getting your the opposing characters down levels, which is quite good. So yeah, that's quite fun. Might be able to team around that one. We'll see. Okay. Okay, we've got a foil Medusa. So this is the common Medusa. Yeah, we've been through that one before. Deadly and block 2 characters. But more importantly, she's going in this pile. And then a common and Negasonic Teenage Warhead Foresight. I'm pretty sure we've had that. Yeah. And now let's do the last one. Okay, 2 black bolts. Okay, so we've got the common black bolt, which is Sin, and we've got the rare black bolt, which is the one that I have used quite a few times, and which I need this card. So King of the Inhumans, 4 cost mask, Inhumans. When fielded, target character die you control gets +2 defense. If that character die has deadly, all opposing character dice must block that die if able. So this is really good if you've got a Medusa, well, or any character plus the the chimichangas, which gives deadly. Then you just field him, and then everything has to block that character, and then they all die through the power of deadly. So he's a fun card. Yeah, and there we go. That was a shorter one than the last few, but there we go. We've still got plenty more to go. We're not through the first box yet, so yeah, come back for part 4, and thanks for watching.